Okay, guys, let's try this again. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but I lost y'all. So anyway, hopefully some of you guys will see that the live feed ended and come back to this one. I'm here. Right here is where I saw the shadow figure. Hey, Robert. Good to have you back, man. Hey, Larry. I'm going to actually turn the light down a little bit to right there. Hey, Terry. Sorry that I lost you guys. So, I'm going to walk right out here, guys. And, okay. So, up in there is where we got the thermal. Right up on that. And it's only 9 o'clock, guys. Hi, Tyska. It's only 9 o'clock, guys. So, a lot of those people who live in the houses that butt up against the cemetery are still awake. And I don't want to be shining lights in their windows. So, I'm going to come down here. Now, when Larry gets here, and brings the thermal out, we'll run some thermal. Because if I see anybody in the cemetery, I'm not going to know, one way or another, who or what it is. But at least the thermal, hey, Ryan, at least the thermal will let me know if it has body heat or not. So it is a little chilly tonight. I'm going to try to do this in front of the camera. See my breath? So it is a little chilly, but we're down here on the corner, and I'm going to go down to where the oldest part of the cemetery is. Now, I've got a picture of the cemetery from 1903, I believe, or 1909. I can't remember. But that great big stone right there is in that picture. The cemetery, of course, is much smaller, and it's just the corner down here. But that big stone right there is in. And we got some local idiots driving by. Because some people have to be idiots. They can't help themselves. So, of course, they drive by and say stuff, but they won't stop and say it to my face. Hey, Andrew. So, this is the oldest part of the cemetery, though. And some of the older stones are right here, as you can see. And then that big stone, hey, Amy, that big stone is in almost all of the old cemetery pictures that are taken of this cemetery. Hey, Amy. You can see that stone right there that I have the light on right now is got rebar on the back of it because somebody had ran through there and busted it off. Police car just went by and he didn't stop because you know why? See that line right there? As long as I stay on this side of it, I'll be here till 4 in the morning if I want. I can camp on that side if I want, just not this side. So, I'm down on the corner of Hortense and 1st Street. Hi, Pam. I am in Kirkland, Illinois, Northern Illinois, at Maple Cemetery. If you follow us, this is where we caught the great thermal up there on the hill. And I'll walk back up there. Right there. You see where the light's pointing at right now? There's a little lamb right there. And that is the baby grave. And I'm actually going to put a brighter light on it so you guys can see it. Right there, there's that little lamb. There's a lot of particulates in the air. But now that I'm down on the end, I'm going to actually brighten the light. Once again, guys, I want to say, I'm up here totally alone. There's nobody with me. I don't know how far Larry and Tessa are from here. But I'm going to dim the light down again. So Larry and Tessa will be here sometime in the future. I don't know. But right here is the oldest part of the cemetery. So this is where the people from Kirkland, or the Kirkland area, that settled this area, this is the area that they're buried in, is right in here. So now there's some older graves down along the ditch down there, but being it's only 9 o'clock at night, and you guys can hear the traffic going by, I want to show you guys something. I mean, I can be in the ditch, but I don't want a car to hit me. So I'm going to kind of stay out of the ditch and stay up in this area, at least until it gets later. So I do have a bunch of stuff with me. My daughter is coming up to ghost hunt with me. But she had to run and do some stuff real quick, so she left me alone. So I'm going to actually, since I'm standing here, just turn the light off because you guys can see the ambient light of the cemetery. And if you guys have any questions, I got 13 live viewers. If you have any questions for me, now's the time to ask them, because I'm going to take the time to answer them. So I'll give you guys a second. I know you're on about a 10-second delay. Hey, Susan. Now we will start the ghost hunt as soon as Larry gets here, because Larry's got half the equipment. So I'm going to try to be live as much as I can, guys. We may even try to do some 360, although I don't really know what you're going to see on 360. The best way to probably do this is with the flashlight like I was. So, sound off and let me know where you're from. Susan, I know where you're from. Robert White, I know you're from where you're from. Larry's saying, who is your jerk partner that left you alone? Well, I think you got the answer to that, Lawrence. Hi, Gene. Gene, I am in Kirkland. I'm at Maple Cemetery, right on Pearl Street. As you can see, traffic galore, as always. But I'm right on the edge of the cemetery. There's the closest graves. Pam's in Rockford, Jean's in Belvedere. I'm losing some of your guys' feed here. Terry says, you're always standing on that sidewalk when you catch all this good stuff. Yeah, I am, Terry. Larry says he's 10 minutes away. Larry, I could get mugged or spirited away by the Headless Horseman by the time you get here. So, you know, whatever. So, I can. So, the history of this part of DeKalb County and the history of Kirkland is buried right in this area, guys. This is where the settlers of Kirkland and this part of DeKalb County are buried. So, right along this line here, all the way over to that area back in there. Ryan, Greensburg, Indiana. Originally from Kirkland, yes. Ken, I know where you're from. So I'm going to slowly walk back to where all the action takes place, because I recognize that being my Jeep. Terry, I know you're from the Quincy area, so you don't have to shout out. But yeah, guys, I'm up here alone. My daughter's showing up right now, but I'm at Maple all alone. There's nobody here with me. So, but technically, guys, I'm not alone because there's so much traffic. I mean, I look around at the four corners. There's 3 cars coming that way. There's one coming behind me. You know, crazy traffic all the time. So, for you guys who are investigators, fellow investigators, Terry, Robert, this nice loud little car going by right now. You guys know for EVP sessions, this is just, it's out of the question. I got to do ghost box. Now, I can grab the ghost box and do some ghost box stuff. So there's my daughter walking back up here. My daughter and her friend Jack. And so I've just been kind of doing a tour, Lexi.
Okay.
So right over in there, guys, where the bright light is, that's where I caught the thermal. And like I said, I'm going to drop that down to keep it at a dull roar here. I mean, you can still see about 30 feet into the cemetery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this over to my daughter. Why don't you guys walk back up here with me? So we're going to walk back up the sidewalk. Because now that she's back, I can grab the ghost box. And we can do a ghost box session. And I'm, like I said, guys, I'm going to have you guys hang live with me. As long as you guys are hanging, I'll stream live. So, give me a second. Okay, we're back up to the crypt. We're back up to where, don't breach the line. We're back up to where we caught the thermal. Lexi, grab the camera right, or the phone right there. Don't hit finish. You can keep shining in there. I'm gonna go grab the ghost box and I'll be right back. Do you have the keys?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
This pocket.
In your coat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want to say anything, go ahead.
I'm not really sure what to say. To be complete.
Hi, everybody. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lexi, Dan's daughter. Not really sure what to say completely because I don't go on a lot of these anymore. Got anything to say, buddy? Yeah, not so sure what to say, to be honest. Dad's kind of the whole one that knows more than I do. No, there is not a wall around the sidewalk, actually. It's just kind of like this little thing right here that, I'm pretty sure there used to be a gate there, but there's no wall. I thought you could go in the sidewalks.
Nope.
Not anymore?
You never.
We used to be able to.
Not at night.
For the cemetery, probably went around in the thing.
That's because I had permission.
Oh.
Okay, guys. I'm back here with the ghost box. Let me see here. Okay. So, I'm going to do a live ghost box session, see if we get any answers here. You can step back and put the camera on me if you want. Can you guys hear that okay, Terry, Robert, everybody? Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us? If you're here in the cemetery, I put a little light out right here. Walk up to this light, don't pass it, and come and talk to me. You have nothing to fear. I have nothing but respect. We're just here to try to find out who you are. Is that okay? Kind of sounded like it went, sure.
I heard yes. Like instantly after you said it, I heard yes.
Okay. How long have you been here? Sounds like Larry's voice.
Kind of. Speaking of, where is he at?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
He said 10 minutes away, but it always gets 10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Do you know what town we're in?
Larry's about 6 minutes away from us.
That's what he said 10 minutes ago. If I didn't need you to have all the equipment here, you could just keep driving. Usually Larry's here with me, but he's running late. Do you guys know anybody who runs late all the time? Not yet. We're looking.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna have to catch the goats.
Yeah, that's fine. You should be in the shadows. I hope he gets stuck. That was moron.
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah.
Robert said he heard Kirkland as soon as you said what town.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to do a more structured box session here. So, okay, so you said you knew we were in Kirkland. Do you know how long you've been here? What year is it where you're at?
I heard 72.
I thought I heard 62.
Yeah, I heard 62.
I heard it too, for sure.
I heard 62, then I heard 19, like they meant to say 1962. Did you say 1962? Do you remember when me and Larry and Tessa were here a few months ago? When it was still warm? Were you the one walking in the trees? I'd really like you to come right up to this light that I've set out. Right here. Stand right in front of me and talk to me if you could. You don't have to be scared.
The females here.
Are you a man or a woman? Really low, I heard woman.
Yes, so did I.
Ma'am, there's sometimes a little boy here. Do you know who he is? I heard spirits. So right now, how many of you are here with me?
I had 4. There's Abby.
So how many are you here with me? I just heard 7.
I didn't hear it that time.
I'm hearing more than 4. It hit me though and it pulled up, so.
Are you related to anybody else buried here? Are you buried here?
My father's here.
Your father's here? Could you tell me your father's name? Just the last name would be fine if it takes a lot of energy. Could you repeat that?
I heard Hoffman.
Yeah.
There are Hoffmans around here.
Mm-hmm.
bunch of names in my head of who's talking. So.
Okay, Tessa is a sensitive and she can hear you guys talk to her, but you got to try to talk one at a time, okay? Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to end this ghost box session and then I'll start another one here pretty quick, okay? You still want to talk to us? Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So you were here live for this ghost box session. We had a few answers. We did hear Kirkland, so they are aware of where we're at. We heard 7. Tessa said she feels more. Don't throw that light on me.
You look so good though.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's why I got that light. So we'll turn it around. I'll take the light. Hi, Tyska. So we did hear, that's a little light there that I've got. I'm trying this out to set it out so that the spirits can see a light and actually come to it and talk to us. So they have a focal point. So anyway, so right out there, of course, is where we caught the thermal. I'm going to flip hands so you guys can see better. There we go. So right out there is where we caught the thermal. And you have the K2 with you by any chance? We're going to try another experiment right here. Okay.
You want me to try walking in there again?
The cops have been by about 7 times. I don't want you walking anywhere past this line.
I think our first bulb went out.
It was just on.
No, the first bulb.
Yeah, it was just on when you click it off and on again. Now on. It's on now?
Yeah, it's on. Our first bulb's not lighting up.
Huh. That's
you might
weird.
have to get a new one.
Oh, I'm sure it's your fault. Yeah. Are you sure it's not a person? Somebody parked over there, and I'm not too sure they're not coming up here.
It's in.
Well, there is
It was in the cemetery.
over there.
There is a person walking over there.
Inside the cemetery.
And Connie.
Inside the cemetery,
No.
right here in the section.
No, they're over there on the corner.
Yeah, because it was like literally right here where I
Okay.
would be able to tell that it was a human.
Okay.
It was black and
Well, I think we need to break out the thermal.
yeah, you
haven't
guys
put it
do
together
because
yet.
there's a little boy in here.
I have a car. It's not as easy as your whole Jeep setup.
You hear all the excuses, guys? If he'd have been here on time, I could have helped him do that.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I know.
I have a kid too, so.
Yeah, fast food, you know. So,
Oh my god, it was ridiculous.
Well, then if you want the thermal, Tessa's got to hold this for me, or someone's got to hold the Sony.
just don't start it yet.
Someone's got to hold it though, so I can go get the thermal.
Can you hold that, Jack? Thanks.
It costs $1,000. Don't drop it.
No, it was in the middle of the cemetery,
It costs more than what Larry's brain
like right
operation's
here.
going to cost.
And it was like right in front of the tree,
Okay.
and it just went. It just went.
So Tessa's already seeing movement in here, and this is why I want to set up the thermal.
I was feeling
Hi.
a little. I was feeling a little boy. There's a little boy here.
There's a little boy in here. Okay, well, we've communicated with a little boy in the past, right up here, right over here, where the light is.
Short hair. Brown.
I'm going to actually brighten this light up and see if I can help Tessa illuminate the cemetery. See if you guys see any movement. Andrew says, give him a break. He's 6 minutes away. Yeah. Supposed to be here 45 minutes ago, Andrew. So, see where those trees right there between, kind of like that's what separates Maple from Pine Hill. This is actually 2 cemeteries. And that is the separation line. And then those white posts back there represent the end of it there. So right along here, which is kind of confusing because these stones go into both of them. But that is a separating line. So, anyway. So Tessa's feeling some stuff.
Well,
Larry's
really close down here. The concrete here, there's actually a separating line in that concrete.
Yeah.
Right about in line with that.
I've been in there 1,000 times, guys, but I can't tell you that it's the same up there. But yeah, Larry's got a point. And
The concrete
actually,
even looks different too.
Actually, this is the West family, and over here is Vandenberg. So this could be two separate.
Little family.
I'll have to do some checking.
Can you bring a flashlight? Can you see this hole?
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
You got it? All right.
Yep.
So do you think I should do a ghost box over there? All right. Do you want to grab that little light, Lexi? And bring it down here?
All right, I got the thermal.
Okay. So Larry's up with the thermal. And Tessa's saying that she's feeling activity down here. So if you're watching us and you're coming out this way, we are here. And like I said, guys, I'm going to unbrighten the light so it's not so... You guys can still see pretty well.
I don't know, just somewhere, just over
Right out in here?
Just over here.
Okay.
It's just, I'm feeling so much. Which is weird, because normally that tree lane is where I'm feeling all the energy. But over here,
like I said, I'm not going to have that happen again.
oh, yeah, no, I was going to wait until you get game over here, because I'm not going to see that fucking thing like that. Screw that. Yeah, just in here. I don't know why
Okay.
I'm feeling the most over here.
Well, I will run a ghost box. So, Lex, grab it right here.
I know.
Turn it on me.
I know.
Don't hit where it says finish.
I know.
There's a light.
Hold that. Excuse me. I'll take that,
All right.
bad boy.
If we see that black,
Why did it turn around? Did you turn it?
Don't drop nothing.
Look at
Please don't do that. Don't mess up my screen.
No, they just turned it on me and my face
No,
was
it
really
didn't.
close.
I swear I did not.
I didn't touch it.
It's on me.
Okay,
The next comment.
we're back.
I know.
Is there anybody different here that wants to talk to us? Or am I talking to the same lady? Tessa's here now. She can hear you. But try not to bombard her. She needs to be able to hear each of you. So am I talking to the same woman I was before? You see something, Lex?
Yeah.
What?
Looks like there's a face behind it.
A face? Like peeking in and out?
Yeah. No, it's gone.
Where are you looking?
So that really tall one?
I just heard this go, a face.
Did it?
That really tall one? It looked like there was something peeking around from it, and then it was gone.
Can you peek around the stone again? Point the camera out there so the people can see it.
You might not be able to see it.
No, probably not.
I don't know, you can see almost all the way across the cemetery if I turn it on bright. Yeah, the police have been through time and time again. Abby, where did you park?
Right there. Pull it in.
Where did you park?
Over there on the
Baseball field?
Okay. I'm sure we're gonna get talked to by the officer here in a minute. Yeah, keep
Our battery on this.
the light off.
He's
So he's
messing
just-
up our whole shot here.
He's just going through making sure that there's nobody in the cemetery because they don't want people kicking the stones over either.
Right.
Oh my god. Why does it... No, it keeps turning around.
But can you see me?
I don't know, because I'm on the camera.
All right.
We'll wait for him to depart.
Yeah, he's just making sure that there's nobody walking in the cemetery. Here, Lex, I'll take that. Got it.
Here.
He's just making sure that there's nobody walking around in the cemetery, messing around, doing anything. Well, it is Halloween. 'Tis the season. Hey, Robert.
What?
So he's going to make sure, you know, that nobody's in there kicking over stones because...
I don't know. Sometimes it's
Because
that way, sometimes it's
now, if any of you guys haven't seen our thermal before, you're going to see a shadow. There's what our thermal's seeing. So Tessa's seeing right across the cemetery.
We've got a low of 35 up in the air and a high of 62, which is most of the stones.
Hey, Patty. So right there.
There you
But it's
go.
really super grainy tonight.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
I was just talking to Larry about that. I don't know why.
I'm not sure why it's so grainy tonight.
Normally it's not.
So
Does it need to be cleaned or something? Camera?
might just need a different
the lens
setting.
is recessed into the camera,
Right.
so you shouldn't have to.
Oh, okay.
He's just watching the stream trying to be famous. Well, you know, could be.
It could just be the camera tonight. I don't know.
Yeah. With it being
The police did go through. They didn't stop and ask us anything. Like I said, they pretty much know who we are, and they know that we're not going to be in there messing around. So, but you can see the gravestones. The gravestones are still at like 65 degrees.
Yeah, they're still pretty.
from the heat of
pretty
the day.
hot.
But because we're in colder weather in July, remember those gravestones in the thermal video were 85, and
Now they're 65.
now they're 65. So
Who's that?
somebody else is showing it. Who's that? Huh?
Maybe it's a fan.
Might be a fan coming out.
Silver, so
Yeah.
Well, Andrew's watching me right here, so I know it's not Andrew.
yeah.
Two
So-
people coming. Well, we're gonna die. Just kidding.
Steve, maybe? He probably has
I
work
don't
tomorrow.
think Steve.
He probably has work.
So
I don't think Will because I texted him, but he never texted me back.
What
so-
color is her car?
She has a white car, but
Yeah.
but she's been driving a smaller car lately, though. I don't know if she got a new car.
That looks like it's red.
Oh, it is red.
Yeah.
all right, guys.
Kathy?
I don't think it's
Presso?
Kathy. No, I don't
Hers is
think it's
red.
Kathy. That looks
It's
like
not
a
a-
van. Kathy's is not a van.
Kathy has the new GMC. I don't think it
Yeah.
would be her. Do you want to say hi and just like, or should we just gonna
Give
sit
him
here?
a-
I'm quite sure they're probably here to hunt ghosts with us.
Okay.
How's it going? You guys stopping by for some action? I know. Yeah? Oh, this is turned
for
off
some
right
ghost
now.
hunting?
This is turned off.
We're live, but nobody can see it. Oh, hey, Susan.
Hiding behind
guys.
everybody?
How we doing, Danny?
Oh, I won't put you on. I won't put you on camera. So, okay. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna move. Okay, so you guys are seeing what we're seeing live on thermal right now. We're gonna kind of move to the left now. Tessa's kind of scanning the tree line, which is probably 40 yards away from us right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really grainy tonight.
I don't know what's about.
I'm actually going to give the live feed to Larry. I'll switch him cameras.
You want this one?
Well, actually, I'm going to switch with Tessa because I'm going to see if I can clear the grain up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Boy, that truck is loud.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually stop.
You see how that truck, the lights on the truck were reflecting off the stones? That's the kind of stuff where if you're not really paying close attention, you'll see that and you'll think you saw a movement or an orb or something. It was actually just the taillights of a vehicle reflecting off the high gloss of the stone. These go pretty far out.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah. They go really far out. Look how bright that is over there.
Now, guys, what I've done is I've switched.
Super glossy. Did you get it cleared up?
Well, I switched it. The stones are now going to look
White?
white, and anything that has a low temperature is going to be black.
Right.
So we can flip-flop it.
Right. Meanwhile, I'll just scan out here and kind of check stuff out.
But that's not as clear.
No, it's not.
It's not as clear as the other one. I don't really like it.
So let's see, we got 1, 2 over there that are hiding. 3. Got a bunch of people here tonight. Hey, Steve. I don't know what Dan's trying to do now. What are you trying to do? Still trying to clear it up? This thing's got all sorts of little settings that you can mess with and change the lighting.
Very, very.
It might be something to where we need to restart it too.
Because I like, this is a setting we always run.
I prefer the dark, yeah.
And let's try a restart.
Yeah, just close it out. Now you got to X out of the app completely.
Yeah, but it seemed to help.
Now it's still grainy.
No, not there. It's not.
I can see it on the screen.
It's not as grainy as when Tessa was holding it. Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Okay, so now we're set. There's people walking towards us. You see the bunch of black. So that shows that they have heat. See that? Yep. So they have heat. So if we see anything moving out there that's white, well, we know it's not a person. Hey Lex, can you pick up that light off the ground? All right, I'm gonna see. No, I'm gonna see if we can get good fortune to strike twice.
And I'm gonna watch Dan and try not to blind everybody.
You're blinding me.
I can't help it. He decided to use the live stream at night without the flash in the camera. I don't care what he says. I'm using this. There we go.
Are we gonna use this camera ever?
Yeah, I can't do it all though.
There's some brightness out there.
Do you want to do the live stream?
I kind of want to do my thing.
Yeah.
Give that camera to Lexi. She'll do it.
Here, Lexi. You could do this one. Or that one.
Ah, stop.
Yeah, it's bright. You need help turning it on? No? Okay. Jeslyn Grant, how is it going? So what are you doing over here, Dan, with the thermal?
I'm just kind of seeing if anything comes out to talk to us.
Scoping stuff out there?
I don't see any anomalies tonight, if that's what you're...
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering.
Getting a Timothy.
It's a little harder when it's cold out too, though. It's hard to see a cold spot when it's already cold outside.
Right.
But whenever we're here, I always get a weird feeling about this setup with the stones and the trees above it. I always feel like right in between here with this one stone, there's always going to be something there.
And that is Barchard.
Barchard.
And the Barchard family has been around here for a number of years.
That one's Booth on that side. Other side.
Now you guys
Nothing
can't
close.
see on the thermal where Larry's pointing, but he's pointing at... I'm going to put my finger into the... He's pointing at that stone, which says Barchard, and that one that says Booth.
That one and that one.
There could be a lot of Timothy.
Yeah, there could be a lot of Timothys. And then if you're just tuning in now, if you look...
Are you on the live stream?
Yeah. Right around that big tree that I'm kind of showing in the middle there, that's around the area where our thermal started, the anomaly, and then it walked behind this big stone here, all the way up to that tree there, right?
Yep.
That big one at the end?
Farther up. That one.
Oh, there it is. Behind the stone here. So they walked all the way up to this big massive tree here at the end. And on the right-hand side over here, it kind of poked out. Almost like it was watching us.
Now, one thing that when I flip those settings, one thing that I want to bring up is this is now, if you guys go back to our thermal video and go, oh, well, they just flipped settings when they put Dan in there. No, that's not true, because on the side here, it makes us so we can't be liars.
Right, you got that
right
bar.
here. So if it's up here in the black, it has temperature. It's down here in the white, it's cold. So,
right.
You know, and I'm sure there's going to be people who see this live feed or see this video and go, oh, wait, Dan flipped that around.
We flipped it back.
It doesn't matter. That bar does not allow us to be liars.
Right.
And we cannot fool the device.
And it does tell you what the degrees are, even if you do flip it, too. So it'll tell you that black is hot or white is hot.
Right. And then I've now got it into the mode less grainy, as you guys can see, the one that we always shoot in.
Yeah. I just don't know, because of the temperature, what we're going to see tonight.
Right. I'd rather be running thermal than that, though.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Is Jeff and Susie still there? Says Hannah.
Yes, they are.
That chuckle means yes.
They are.
Although
they did not want to be on camera.
I've been told not to put them on camera, so
and we will respect that.
I'll try my best.
People don't want to be on camera, and that's cool.
I will try my best.
Well, I'm just not real cute, so don't do that.
Like I am. Okay, so there's some of the people with us. You can see they have 87
We got
degree heat.
a sizable group over there, and a sizable group over here, and they're all blind now. Where did Lexi go?
You still running the film, Lex?
Oh,
Who's got the camera?
they do over here.
Oh, he's just holding it. So, Lex.
Yes.
Okay, this is the thermal. You see anything bright white in there?
This is Dan
You see anything white
talking
in
about the thermal, how it works, what to look for,
This is hot. If it's like
kind of coaching these guys and how to use the equipment.
it doesn't necessarily mean it's a ghost, but it's not a person. So, and there's your company.
If you're listening, cars galore,
All right,
non-stop.
I'm going to try another ghost box session live.
You want the recorder too?
No, I'm just going to,
Just do it live like this?
we're just going to do it live like this.
All right.
Let's see if we can get any answers.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm going to come in closer so we can hear a little better. Point the speaker towards me. Here, I'll switch sides with you.
I wish you had that light up your ass, man.
Sorry. It's not even shining in your eyes.
Now.
I switched sides.
All right, shut up. Sorry, I'm just like being mean to Larry. Is there anybody here with us now that'd like to talk with us?
There's a car.
I'll wait for the next question until the car goes by. Is there anybody here named Joe? That's how cold it's getting, guys. Is there somebody named Joe here with us?
Yeah?
I heard yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, do you have a last name?
Richardson? Thought I heard it right away. before the car came
That
in.
car came by, so I didn't hear it. Could you repeat your last name, sir? Nothing.
White is Kirkland, this tiny, tiny town in the middle of nowhere.
Have more traffic than any other town in the United States.
So many cars.
When we go to the battleground on Stillman Valley, guys, we can be off Route 72, and once it hits a certain time, trucks will go through, but it's still, sometimes we get a 20-minute break.
Yeah, this is nonstop. Andrew says Richard something.
So Joe Richardson, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Someone slowing down for us here?
Maybe they're stopping to say hi.
Maybe.
Or shoot us.
Well,
Okay.
we have the bright lights. If they wanted to shoot us, it'd be right here.
Larry's going, shoot the fat guy.
Which one?
Okay.
The thermal?
Okay, press on
It
the little
shouldn't
red
be.
button so you stop recording.
How much did you use it at the vet's hall? How much?
Quite a bit.
Oh, I didn't think
I
you used
thought
it that
you
much.
charged it.
I didn't think you used it that much. Because you guys were always doing stuff with the
It is what it
whatchamacallit,
is.
the Sony.
No, we ran the thermal a lot.
Oh, did you? So you never told me much about the thermal, so I didn't think you used it. Steve says, good luck, time for me to go into work.
See you, Steve.
At 10 o'clock?
He works the second shift, 11. Starts at 11. Or third
The
shift,
third
starts
shift.
at 11.
I thought
11
he was.
to
I
7.
thought he was a morning shift. Kelly Burn-Doles, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Kelly. Is there an Emily here with us?
Yeah. I picked that up earlier.
Hey Tessa, hold this live stream camera.
Here. I'm going to flip-flop and let Larry ask some questions.
Okay.
Here you go, Larry. Oh, gee, what? Is that light bright?
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry.
What responses have we gotten already?
We've gotten a Joe Richardson, possibly, and
Okay.
Emily.
Emily. All right. Unfortunately, I missed the first conversation that you guys had. I wasn't here.
You know what?
Um,
We push that. Just run it until it dies. Just kind of scan the cemetery slowly and run it till it dies.
Dies?
Yeah, our battery.
There was a woman. Guys?
Dies? Yeah, the camera that she has is gonna die eventually. Unfortunately.
Ask her about her height.
About her heart? Okay. Can you tell me about your heart? Sure.
I heard it. I thought I heard stroke.
I thought I heard sure. Did you have a stroke's not your heart?
If you shot a blood clot from your heart to your brain, it is. Hey, who was the paramedic?
It's still brain though.
It doesn't matter. It
Heart
still
would
could
be like
shoot
heart
a blood
attack.
clot. My dad had a stroke because he shot a blood clot from his heart.
Yeah.
I was there.
She was stabbed.
Oh, okay. Well, we're both
Were
wrong.
you stabbed
We're
in
both
the heart?
wrong, Larry. Is that amazing? What do you think?
I think it's hard to hear what she's saying when you're talking.
But it's funny to mess with you.
Were you stabbed in the heart? Maybe, yeah, right there.
Still a lot of traffic. It's hard to hear.
Yeah. Can you tell me about what happened? No. Do you not want to talk about it?
We're sorry for what happened to you, ma'am. If you don't want to talk about it, we'll respect that.
Please? I'm pretty sure I heard please, but I don't know if it's please don't talk about it or please talk about it.
How about we just err on the side of caution and not talk about it?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Is there anything else that you want to say to us? All I heard is car, but not from the ghost box. I'm sorry, could you say that again? It's hard to hear you out here. Car, again.
Okay.
And there's another one coming.
Yeah.
So if you guys that are watching this, if you haven't figured it out yet why we use the ghost box so much, now you know.
Her husband was cheating.
Her husband was cheating. Okay.
And he stabbed her for that?
And he stabbed her. Did they get into a? Did you and your husband get into a fight?
Did you just say die?
I'm not sure.
It sounded like she said died.
Died.
Did your husband kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was loud.
Emily, is your husband buried in the cemetery as well?
Do you want one of these other guys to ask you a couple questions?
Dude, there's like light anomalies all over, and there's not dust between us. It's like
Like right
like
here?
coming right at us. There's no dust, Larry.
Can you see my breath?
Yeah, but that's not a light anomaly.
All right.
Did you guys see that? Andrew, did you see that?
I just wanted to know if you'd see my breath.
I mean, I'm shining a light
Are
out
you-
there. There's no dust.
Are you standing right here in front of me?
I mean, you know how I am about light anomalies and orbs, but they just started shooting all over in this live stream, and there's no dust right here.
I don't know. Ghost?
Yeah, I heard that. Ghost?
Ghost.
I'm gonna hold this out here, guys.
I just saw someone else. Yeah.
I heard it go careful. Did you hear that?
Why did you say careful? Is the person that was walking over there dangerous?
Here. Why don't you cut the ghost box?
That might have been a yes.
Why
Right
don't you
in
take
there.
that? Where's that big flashlight, guys? I'll be right back.
And there goes Dan. Off into the blue yonder. Although I'm not really seeing any of the orbs and stuff that he's seeing. Andrew, yeah, came right at the lens. Amy, I did see it. Okay, can you guys tell me roughly around what time it was that popped up? That way I can kind of look back later and see when that happened. I mean, within a few minutes, that's fine. Oh, that was definitely something coming at the lens. That, I don't know, we are kind of close to a tree though. Not a whole lot of wind. So, yeah, I did see it right there, Andrew. Tree isn't really moving all that much, so I can't say it's blowing off the tree, but I don't know. And I do see some stuff kind of floating about. You know what? I can see it going in front of the flashlight too. See that in front of the flashlight? Mm-hmm. That's definitely, it could be moisture in the air. But the way that it's kind of floating around, it's not falling straight down, it's kind of going all over the place. I bet you it's moisture in the air. Let me see if I can turn this light off. Can you see it there? See all that? I bet you that's moisture in the air. That's what you're seeing right there. I mean, just looking at the flashlight, it's prevalent. So I'm gonna say that's probably what you guys have already saw. Yeah, everything's fine. So, what are you guys doing over here? Check out the thermal? See anything cool in the thermal yet? Nothing popped up? No? Sometimes the thermal, it can be hit or miss. You know, you'll go 100 hours of thermal video and never catch anything. And then out of the blue nowhere, you're in a cemetery in Kirkland, Illinois, and 20 seconds of video, you've got something walking by. So, I'm surprised they haven't stopped earlier. Let's turn this off and we'll walk over by Dan and see if they've seen anything over there. You guys want to follow me? Go exploring a little bit? See what the commotion is down here. I love these new flashlights I have. Look at that. I mean, that's bright. Heck yeah it is, she says. Where are they going?
Tessa wanna go that way.
So what do they see down here?
She didn't say, but she said the energy's really strong down right here.
Well, this is the older part, so I mean, I'm not very surprised.
No, it's here where we were.
Right around here by this
by
tree?
the crypt. Those are the 3 spots. Or at least that I catch.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Dan should definitely have the live stream with him. If he's walking around getting hot spots with our team sensitive. But I guess let's go see where Dan went. Because something's happening. And I want to give the live stream to him so I can play with our really expensive camera. There they are. What's going on down here? Okay, Tessa was seeing movement.
There's really nowhere to retreat to here.
Right.
Now, for us standing in the road and obstructing traffic, we can get in trouble for that.
Sure.
So let's go back onto the sidewalk.
All right, I'm going to hand this to you.
And we can walk back down here.
Because I want to take the Sony.
Okay. Let me
There you go.
let me can this. Okay, guys. So Tessa was feeling stuff down here in the corner. So her and I chased it down. We didn't see anything. And as you can see, all those lights play on the marble finishes of these stones. And they do throw shadows. But usually when Tessa says she sees something, she's pretty much right. So
It was a man. Okay.
we chased it down. We didn't see anything. We didn't record anything.
And the last time he popped up on thermal, so I can take the thermal if it's already dead. I'll just hang on to it.
So,
Put it back in the car.
Lex, don't go alone, hon. Can one of you guys at least stick with her?
Then they all go.
I don't care if all you want to stick with her. That's great.
Numbers.
There is safety numbers.
Yeah, I don't know why, but in this spot over here by that wall, over here, I'm
Well,
doing-
when was it, Dan, where we were over by that sign and the ghost meter just freaked out?
Dude, I just saw like a blue light anomaly go right around that tree.
Over
Now,
there.
when
It's
you guys walked
crazy.
away, there is moisture in the air.
There is dust. I can say,
Moisture.
but
It's not dust, it's moisture.
okay, well, but it doesn't turn blue in this light.
It will for white light, if you catch it at the right angle. And a lot of the stuff that we were seeing on the live stream, it was moisture.
It was, okay.
So,
Well,
It's just every time I held the light up, I didn't see anything.
oh yeah, I was able to see it right
Okay.
away.
for over here.
You can see it in front of her light right there.
Yeah.
There's
Let me
a lot of stuff floating around in front of it.
Here, I'm going to shine it on Tessa's beam there. Oh, yeah,
See it
there
all
you
there?
go. There you go.
It's
All right,
all over
well,
the place.
Yeah.
You
well.
just can't really feel it because it's not like raining.
No, it's not rain. I mean, they're not even calling for rain, but
Over here, you guys, the ghost meter like went off.
We were by the
Yes.
sign. Oh God, what was that?
we're by
8
the
years
sign.
ago?
Yeah.
Give or take 8 years ago, we were by the sign, and I had the ghost meter, and when it hits the 5 milligauss, it makes the alarm and it lights
Yeah.
up. It just
Right.
and it didn't shut off. You know, it wasn't like I pressed the button and it did it for a second. It was
Right.
consistent for what, like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
So, but that's another one of those videos that's on a tape that we can no longer access, and it's like,
And I
great.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, that was
No, you didn't know that.
I
that
did
was
not know
when we
that.
first got together. I
But
think Rob
this,
was with us that
yeah,
day too.
this is the older part of the cemetery.
Yeah, for some reason
Yes.
they are just very active and they're like, let's talk.
Well, there's a lot of belief that on Halloween this is the night that the
thinning
veil
of
is
the
the
realm,
thinnest.
thinning of the veil, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Although I don't know if I believe that because more activity happens in December. So I think it actually revolves around that winter solstice.
it could be. I don't know.
Because the winter solstice, we are further from the sun.
Yeah.
So
I keep saying my head, my head, my head.
well, good luck.
Yeah, my head was hurting.
No,
Just a
they're
minute
telling
ago.
me my head.
Yeah, my head was just hurting,
And I'm just like,
and then it went away.
okay, well, not your head.
With the number of people here,
I don't know.
good luck.
So what do you guys think so far? I'm talking to the guys in live chat. What do you guys think so far?
What do you guys think so far?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything on the ghost box? Have you seen anything on the live stream?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I realize they're on a 10-second delay, so they're not going to be able to answer right away.
It makes it really difficult.
Hi. Taking pictures?
They're kind of coming out not so good.
Here, I'll switch it. I'm going to turn the live stream back over to Lex. Hi, Tyska. And I'm going to actually get some pictures of them. Everybody has to drive by and rev their engine.
I'm gonna put the thermal away,
Okay.
and are you using mine or Julie's? You want the monopod
Well,
for that? It'll make it a lot easier. I can just use the camcorder.
yeah, but
here
I
now.
don't have any problems with it.
Right, but if you hand it off to someone else,
You want to just get that Sony out, don't you?
I do. I want to capture what we're doing here tonight.
All right, go ahead.
We have like.
Do you want to? You want me to walk back with you?
No,
Well, here. I got this. Go ahead.
I'll go get the other stuff. What?
Do we have any equipment that they could use? Like
You guys want to use some equipment?
get into, so they're not just
No?
chilling. I don't know if you.
Well, unfortunately, the K2 is acting really strange tonight. So
Oh, is it?
the first light isn't working.
All right.
Oh, that is weird.
So I mean, look, it's starting from the second light.
That is weird.
I don't know what that's about. So we're probably going to buy a new one.
Yeah, probably.
Well, the K2 is the telephone for the dead, you know.
Yeah.
Or it could just
Apparently
be
we have a
acting up
disconnection
because-
somewhere.
I don't know.
Could be acting up because of Larry.
That's good.
That's more than likely.
Sorry.
What?
Walking up, I think that's your brother.
Oh,
Excuse me. Is that Dave? Okay, that's Dave. We're good. You?
I about pulled my gun and unloaded on you.
I told you to go out my coat.
I was thinking about.
I was gonna
right
shoot
up
him
and
just 'cause
walking
it was
right
him.
through. Just to mess with
You
you.
do not.
Yeah, the cop's been going through here about 3 times. Yeah. So, all right. Do you want me to? Okay. Hi, Amy. So nobody's seen anything tonight?
Alright, yourself. How come your cousin ain't out here tonight?
I'm sorry, guys. I mean, sometimes it's happened, sometimes it's not. Tessa's getting a lot of feelings, but we're just not getting anything. We're just not getting anything to talk to us. And sometimes that's the way it is. I mean, you know, we can't have a vets all night every night. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back up by the crypt, and we'll see if we can get any action up there. I'll actually go and grab the ghost meter and see if that'll go off where Larry and I always get K2 hits. So as you guys can see, there's like 5 cars coming down the road at us. You're going to see the shadow emerge. It's going to be Larry. There you go. All right, I'm going to grab the ghost meter and see if we can get anything to happen at the driveway.
Sure.
Like we normally do.
Do you have the UV camera too?
It's right here.
Okay.
What, did you grab the other mono?
No, I just have the handheld for this. Oh, Davulus. Where did you come from? Yeah, really. Kind of did.
You guys have fun?
Kind of just snuck up
Welcome
here.
back, Ryan and Andrew.
Did you walk up here?
I'm going to go and grab...
Oh. I was going to say, I didn't hear your car.
That was weird.
Huh?
As I had the camera and I looked, I saw somebody go zoop, right by here. Right behind you, dude.
Oh, really?
It's right here.
Rule number 1 of ghost hunting. Never put your back to the cemetery.
No, that's a no-no. That's a no-no.
There we go.
Somebody, okay, guys, I had the camera turned away, so you guys wouldn't have seen it.
You guys want
But somebody went whoop and walked right through here. Dave, can you do me a favor? I'll put my brother to work. Yeah, thanks. Hold the light right there. Hold the camera over here on the corner. Hi, Bridget. Yeah, don't stop the feed if you hit finish. I'm gonna go and get the ghost meter.
This would be the one.
So you want me to leave the light on right now, huh?
You're running live right now.
Oh,
Entertain the masses, my friend.
why don't you do that?
I got my hands full.
You're the one that's always good at talking, and
I know. I get it from Dan.
I guess since I'm taking over the live feed, I guess everybody will just have to deal with me. And I don't
Tell us a
know.
little bit about the cemetery. I know you know some
Cemetery?
stuff. Yeah, I know you know some stuff about the cemetery.
What can I say? It's
History-wise.
1800s. That's about it. I mean,
Any prominent people here?
oh yeah, old John McQueen up in the crypt. The Rowans.
Who's in the crypt?
John McQueen.
Who's that?
He was the sheep farmer over 100 years ago that was around town, and he owned that property right over there where the high school is now. Used to have a lot of sheep out there. Yep, that's
So is he like a
the Rowans.
well-known figure in town then?
He would have been back long ago.
back then.
And
Is
then,
there anything else in town that bears his name?
McQueen, well, outside of town, the McQueen Forest Preserve.
Same family? Same
Yeah.
person? Nice.
Well, he owned the property and then donated it to have a forest preserve out
Okay.
there. So
Gotcha.
John McQueen,
So-
of course.
To have all that property and have a forest preserve named after you, pretty influential.
He was, yes, at one time. So he donated the property there where the school sits now.
Right.
And,
President in the school after him.
well, and he did pay to have the old school built.
Yeah.
The grade school that they just took down.
Okay.
That was built in 38.
Right.
And he was still alive until 1940 something.
Oh, geez.
And then you've got the Rowans, which are down there. They were pretty influential at one time.
Sure. Sure.
Let's see, there's numerous people. The Bensons, you know, that Frank Benson was the town builder
Okay.
at one time. He's buried up here, I believe, over there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, numerous people. You know, we could go on and on.
Oh, yeah. You filled just enough time for Dan to come back.
Yeah, so
You did it.
But
I
we're
was
just,
having him go over some influential people that are buried here.
yeah, history-wise.
Kind of fill some time until you came back.
Yeah, so
Kill that light for a second, Dave.
okay.
Okay, I've got I
Um,
got the obelisk going.
it
and
doesn't
I've got-
really come across well on the live feed, the laser.
Yeah, can't see that, guys.
It's kind of dim.
Yeah, well, we ran it for a long time.
I don't know.
But that last shadow I saw was very close. Can you see it against the stones here? Dave?
No, not at all.
No, nothing's coming up on
Not at
this.
all.
No.
You try to turn it. How about that?
Moving around a little bit.
A little bit.
Very
You
slightly. You can see like
can, you
two
can
of them.
see just a little bit. Well,
It's just
if
not.
anything breaks the grid, right here, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
with,
can kind of see it on here.
with you
but
can only
no.
see it on the big stone, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
If you put it out
I
anywhere
think,
further,
I think if we had stronger batteries in it, it might make a
yeah,
difference.
it might help.
Mm,
but-
if
Alright.
you had a tactical laser, those
Yeah.
are super bright. That would probably show up better.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the obvious in my pocket. And I'm going to go back up here, Larry.
Hey, Dave.
Follow
go
me
this
on the
way?
live
I'm
feed,
gonna
Dave.
trade you.
Oh, you're gonna do the live?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say, where's my night shot? So I'm gonna give that to you.
Okay, my hands are full. So here, let me hand that.
Well,
to
my
you.
hands are full too, so I can take
Okay.
this,
Okay.
and you take that. You take the camera. This one. That one. It'll be a little bit easier to take pictures now.
And
then I'll
then you're
take
gonna take
this.
this over. Okay. Well.
And then I'll give that to you. You put it in your pocket or whatever you want to do.
I'll just carry it.
Yeah, and then just press record and
Oh,
record your
this isn't
stuff.
recording right now?
No, I didn't press record on it yet.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm gonna give me one sec, guys. I'll be turning the light on here in a second. I'm gonna hopefully make it a little bit easier to hold this by using